Okay, welcome back to the channel and welcome to week 2 of starting a clothing brand. Now a lot has gone on since I last picked up the camera, but first of all, let's do a recap from last week. So we had the samples for the distressed tee and the sample for the tracksuit, which obviously went down really well. I posted it on my Instagram and one of the posts got 6.6k views and the other one got 2.7k views and still climbing. I've been posting consistently on YouTube Shorts and the views have been going through the roof and obviously gained 9 subscribers, which I know doesn't sound like a lot, but when I started that channel last week, to see how far it's come since then is obviously amazing. And obviously this week now, I'm waiting on samples for a waffle tee and a waffle long sleeve shirt as well. So hopefully that will come through either this week or the next week. But in the meantime, the biggest achievement is we have received our first 2 orders on the store, which is unbelievable. I didn't even reach this stage last time I started a clothing brand, so to reach it within a week or 2 is unbelievable. Honestly, it's a huge achievement in my eyes. I know it might not be a huge achievement in other people, but when you start a brand and you see it succeeding in a short period of time, it's a great feeling. It really, really is. And to think that I progressed so much more than I did from last trying a clothing brand, yeah, it's obviously a big achievement in my eyes. But yeah, so obviously I'm going to be waiting on these samples now. I'm going to be posting a lot more on my social medias as well, just to keep interacting with viewers and obviously trying to get potential customers. Also, I've actually landed my first brand deal as well, a content creator who's a good friend of mine. You know, he's doing really, really well for himself. His mindset is where it needs to be. His content is so consistent and it's obviously top quality. And obviously I really like what he stands for as well. So I've sent him some apparel or some items for him to try out and for him to obviously display to his audience. So obviously I'll show you the results for that as well. But yeah, no, everything's going really, really well so far. And the weather outside as well is obviously unbelievable. So I will be enjoying that after this video is done. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll see you in the next video. Okay, so we're back and I've got some big news. So we have just hit our first 100 followers for the brand. I can't believe it. To think that we started the brand a week and a half ago and now we've reached our first 100 followers. Now I know it's not a lot of followers at all, but it's definitely a milestone that obviously I was trying to achieve, not knowing when I was actually going to hit it. But now that we've hit it, it's like, right, I want the next thing now. So it's only going to make me more motivated and strive for bigger and better things. Now, obviously, with my brand, I am dropping a summer collection. Now, I know you're going to be thinking, oh, is this not too soon to be dropping too many things? I don't think so. I feel like when you've got the capital there and I feel like you can put designs together, and obviously coming up to summer now, I do want to have a good variety of selection of things, especially for customers, so that they have more of variety and more options that they can actually choose from. So that's my thought process behind it. The aim with the brand is not really to be like exclusive. I don't really want to be putting like a password page up. I want it to be able to have accessibility for it at any time. That's just my thought process. Now, obviously, I know clothing brands are all different, but that's the way that I want to approach it. So going forward, that is what I'm going to be doing. And I'm obviously going to be announcing when I'm going to be dropping clothes. So there is that bit of that scarcity, a bit of that, you know, that hunger to want to get the clothes. So I don't know. I think it's a good balance in between both sides, being exclusive and then not being too like accessible at the same time. But yeah, that's my thought process. But yeah, first 100 followers hit, and I have got samples on the way as well, which I'll let you know, and I will show you the summer collection later on. Earlier on, I said that I'm going to release my summer collection. So what I've done is I've given a sneak peek into what I'm actually going to be releasing. So what I've done is obviously I've created some Instagram posts right here. So as you can see, we've got 3 different colors, but this is going to be a YouTube exclusive. And hopefully by the time that I actually drop this video, the whole collection should have been out and released. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to this. Obviously, I've got some samples on the way. And I already know what the material is like. I've already seen what the print is like on that material as well. So I'm happy with how everything's gone. So yeah, I've obviously put the release date as the 7th of June 2026. I feel like that's just like getting ready for summer. It's not too late. It's not too early. So I think it's coming at the right time. So yeah, that's my whole thought process behind it. Now, yeah, so let's execute this. It's obviously good to have the idea, but now we need to execute it. So yeah, damn, it's been a journey, but yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. As you can see outside as well, it's hot in the UK. Yesterday was 33 degrees, 32 degrees. It was so hot. So I think it's about time we start to drop some summer collections. But yeah, as you can see, these are the obviously the early access, the early releases. And what I'll do now is I'll pull up the rest and the thought process behind what I'm releasing. So I'm going to be releasing some cargo shorts, but not only that, I feel like waffle tees and waffle long sleeves are definitely like in fashion at the moment. I feel like they're really popular. So alongside that, what I thought is let me go with some matching shorts with matching top, which is like obviously like a co-ord type thing. I don't know what you call it, but as you can see here now. So we've got this apricot style collection, which I think is so clean, especially like when people are going on holiday. You know, you get a bit of a fresh tan and you want something a bit more lightweight, light colors. This is it. This is it right here. Now, again, moving on to the next color, I've got a, let's have a look. We've got like a grey and black colour. I feel like this is really clean as well. So obviously with all my collections, I've put a black print and sort of a white / apricot print, because I feel like having two different choices is obviously, you know, a lot more variety, a lot more for people to choose from. And you know, some people might prefer the light colour, some people might prefer the dark colour. So what I've done with this one, I've not gone for a cargo short, I've gone for more of a mesh type shorts, because obviously now getting to summer, some people don't want that heavy weight. I feel like lightweight is obviously the way to go as well. So as you can see right here, right now, I'll pull this up. So we've gone for this mesh type of shorts. You can see here the white drawstrings, and then we've gone with the black long sleeve waffle shirts as well. Now with the waffle shirts as well, I've actually gone for a long sleeve and a short sleeve. Again, people's preference. I feel like, especially when people are like in the nighttime when it does get a little bit cooler, some people might like the long sleeve over the short sleeve, and then vice versa for when it comes to daytime, when obviously it's a lot hotter in the day. It's just good to have that balance. It's good to give people that option, because I feel like if you narrow it and niche it down too much, I feel like then you might not get the most out of the drop. I just feel like, yeah, you need both sides. You need to cover all aspects, in my opinion anyway. You know, a lot of people might disagree with it, but I definitely think you should. Again, I've gone for more of a, so I've gone more waffle textured type material focus, but on the flip side as well, I have gone for like a 400 GSM 100% cotton. Now this is definitely a lot more thicker, a lot more heavyweight, but at the same time I feel like, again, you know, people might prefer the heavier weight instead of the lightweight. I know I'm waffling on here, but I'm just trying to sort of justify my thought process behind why I made that decision and why I sort of gone for both routes, if that makes sense. So yeah, with the heavyweight ones as well, I've gone with the same design, same color, gone with the same everything really. Just that you've got the t-shirts that match the shorts, the waffle shirts that match the shorts, and the long sleeve waffle that match the shorts as well. So you know, we've got everything covered. But yeah, I can't wait for it to actually come through. I feel like it's going to come through. The delivery date for the samples are coming between the 3rd and the 14th of June. Normally they're really good with the delivery times. Normally it comes more the earlier side, hence why I put the drop date for the 7th, because I feel like I can get enough content out. I feel like I can put it in front of people's eyes way before that drop date. So yeah, and also with the two orders that I got as well, I fulfilled them and they're on the way to the customers. And early on in the week I said that I've got obviously a brand collaboration with one of my friends who's obviously doing really well for himself. I sent him his tracksuit and a waffle tee as well. So yeah, again, I feel like this year, and I feel like the people that I want to work with, they need to be like-minded. They need to fit the brand. They need to have that desire. I feel like this brand is built on the hustle. It's built on, you know, achieving what people have set out what they want to do. It's all good having an idea, but the execution needs to be there. This is what the brand stands for. It stands for having that hunger, that work that people don't see behind the scenes. Do you know what I'm saying? It's all about putting that nitty gritty work in. It's all about that. So yeah, I'm definitely thinking about working with people that do fit the aesthetic and fit with the brand's ethos and thoughts behind the brand. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I want to be able to sort of incorporate the customer experience. Now I'm thinking more, if I was to order from a brand, what would make me feel a bit more involved with the brand and what would make me feel more part of the culture or the community that they're trying to build. So the first thing that I thought was, okay, I need to build something that is going to obviously make people aware that it's my brand. So obviously we're going to start with hand tags. And not only with that, we're going to do like a thank you letter inside each and every single order. So here's what I'm thinking. First of all, hand tags with a message on the side, and then on the other page inside the actual package itself is obviously a thank you letter or like an insert letter, and obviously saying thank you for being part of After Dark. These small little details may not be necessary, but in order for me to get the most out of the customer experience, I feel like these extra added touches do sort of impact the way that people think and obviously feel more a part of the brand. And that's what I want to do. I want to build a community. I don't really want to build like a generic clothing brand. I want people to feel part of the family, feel like they get the message of what the brand is trying to offer and what we're really trying to enforce onto our customers. This is what the clothing brand stands for. I want it to be to empower people to do their best and think that everything is possible and anything is possible when you put your mind to it and put the hard work in. Because in my head, I feel like if you truly want something, you can get whatever you want if you put the work in. Action speaks a lot louder than words, and when you put action into play, you can achieve absolutely anything, and I can promise that right now. This is what the brand stands for, and this is what I'm trying to push out to people. When you look at the slogan for the brand, it's built for those who thrive after hours. This is the behind the scenes. This is where you're putting the work in without anyone validating you on putting all that hard work into trying to achieve something much bigger than what you're made for. And trust me, we're trying to push that out and make an impact on everyone. I think that's what the most important thing is about having a brand identity. You know, when you look at all these big brands, they've all got something that they stand for. And this is what I'm trying to replicate with my clothing brand. You know, I think it's all good having good designs and obviously good marketing, but having the true story behind it and actually understanding what you stand for will definitely reach a larger target of audience. So as you can see, the weather is looking so nice outside, and obviously we've done our Instagram design, we've posted it, and we'll post it onto TikTok as well. So we've done all the jobs that we needed to do, and obviously the next thing now is to wait for those samples to come through. So I feel like there's not really much to do for the rest of the week except for putting consistent content out. So for the YouTube video now, I'm going to leave it here and I'll catch up with you in the next one. But remember, please like, subscribe and comment. And remember, you're here with us from nothing to something. So I appreciate you all for watching, and the journey continues.